on social media. This message sponsored by the Nevada Department of Transportation.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. We are in the studios getting ready to go back live on radio, so we want you to be part of that. You can call. Even though you're watching on the stream, you can actually call, weigh in on the conversation. We're talking about these illegals that continue to be protected by the Democrats. The Democrats are modern-day Benedict Arnolds. That's what I believe. Hang out with us. We'll talk to you right back at the break.
Be excited, happy about today.
To learn more, visit caninesforwarriors.org. That's caninesforwarriors.org.
Business owners, if your workplace isn't clean, nothing runs right. That's why companies all over the valley trust reliable environmental services. They specialize in professional cleaning for businesses of every size, from small offices to large commercial facilities. Daily, weekly, or custom schedules, they've got you covered with dependable service and a team that takes pride in their work. Make a good first impression, protect your employees, and keep your business looking sharp. Give them a call for a free quote at 888-545-7182. That's 888-545-7182, and tell them your good friend Steve Sanchez sent you.
Your back-to-back Los Angeles Dodgers baseball is coming up this morning at 11:30.
You're kidding.
And the talk you love is always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartMedia, or TuneIn apps. Just search for KDAWN in Las Vegas.
Welcome back. Steve Sanchez with you. Glad to be here. Phone lines are open. 702-257-5396 is how you join us. Now, the Democrats, I think that the GOP has a very unique situation here for the midterm elections. If the GOP stays on point and stays with this message that Democrats sacrifice American lives to protect the legals, I think most normal people understand and would agree with that. Look, that was a huge thing for many people when they elected Donald Trump. Illegal immigration, the border, was one of the top 3 issues that brought Trump back into the White House. So if the Republicans stayed on message that the Democrats keeping the government shut down, keeping TSA from getting paid, basically doing everything and anything they can to protect the illegal alien after one of them just killed Sheridan Gorman, 18, out of Loyola University in Chicago. Another Lincoln Riley story here. Then the Democrats are toast in the midterm elections. You got to keep the pressure. You know, Hakeem Jeffries, who wants to be the next Speaker of the House, to me, he is like a fake Rolex because he's the fake Barack Obama. I mean, he really is. He's desperate to be Barack Obama, but he's really the fake Barack Obama, just like a fake Rolex. It looks like a Rolex. It feels like a Rolex, but when you open up the inside and you look really good, the parts in there really aren't the parts. It's not the authentic thing. Not that Barack Obama is some great guy. I'm just saying that Hakeem Jeffries is desperate to be Obama. He's Obama light, though. It's interesting. He was asked regarding the murder of Sheridan Gorman if the illegal alien accused of killing her should be deported. He doesn't want to say. Come on, Leader Jeffries. Why can't you say? You want to be Speaker of the House? You would be what? If something happened to Trump and JD, you'd be the guy. You'd be the guy. You'd be the president of the United States. And you can't answer a simple, fundamental question that if, in fact, the murderer, who is an illegal alien, should be deported, you won't answer. You decline. You refuse to answer. And that is exactly why Democrats can't be trusted with more power. Democrats can't be trusted. In fact, you can't reward them in these midterm elections. You cannot give them more power. You cannot reelect them. You have to remove them. You have to teach them lessons. You have to send them back home for them to understand that the American people they are sworn to uphold the Constitution towards, meaning that an illegal should not fall under any protections under the United States Constitution that is reserved solely for the American citizen. Hakeem Jeffries, that's not hard to say. That's not difficult to say. But he won't say it. And if you ask any Democrat that is far left, like Hakeem Jeffries, they will decline to answer it. The answer should be, yes, he should be deported. That's the answer. Not Republican or Democrat thing, for God's sakes, it's an American thing. You should say, yes, he should be deported. He should not be here. He's here illegally. He murdered an American citizen, and he needs to be deported. What the hell is wrong with saying that? It's the truth. But because he panders, like the Democrats pander to the illegals feel empowered, emboldened to continue to cross the border, to commit crimes, and to be really a scourge on society. Let's just be real. What, do you want me to lie? You want me to lie? Doesn't our tax dollar really supposed to go towards the American citizen that needs a college loan, or an American citizen who wants a small business loan from the SBA? Isn't that what the tax dollars are for? As opposed to funding illegals' health insurance or Medicaid or educational standards. We've got it all wrong. So again, as I discussed earlier in the show, when did the Democrats go off the cliff without the parachute? I mean, right? Have you often asked yourself that very question? Because if you go back and even rewind to Bill Clinton was adamant about illegal immigration. You remember that in the 90s? He was adamant about it. And if you go back to even then Senator Barack Obama, he was adamant about illegal immigration. But guess what? He gets into office. He owes favors to his donors and his special interests, and he changes his viewpoint, which was probably his viewpoint all along. And I think this is where the spiral started happening. I think with the election and re-election of Barack Obama is where we started seeing the United States of America have this significant divide. See, Barack Obama missed a unique opportunity. He could have really built that bridge, being the first Black president of the United States of America. He could have built a bridge. Instead, he decided to go against that and keep the country divided. It's more profitable. See, Democrats look at it in terms of profitability. It's more profitable for them to keep society divided. I mean, good God, I'm not a George W. Bush fan. Look, I'm not going to lie. I voted for the guy twice. You did too. Let's be real. Who are we supposed to vote for? Al Gore? Oh, God, we'll talk about Al Gore in hour 2 of the program. But were we supposed to vote for Al Gore? Al Bohr? Boring. Good God. Or John, Lurch Kerry? Goodness gracious. Of course not. So we had no choice. George W. Bush was the guy. And he didn't do so bad in the first term. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't like, he was Reagan or anything. I mean, right? But you had to support one or the other. And I know that is what's difficult with politics is, supporting one or the other. But I guess as the old saying goes, you have to pick the lesser of two evils, and George W. Bush. But my whole point was we didn't have racial divide, did we? With George W. Bush? Of course not. Not like we have when Obama took office and then was reelected. All right, let me tell you about my friend Rick Geiler with Geiler Life. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. You're married, you got children, and if you get taken out of the picture, how does your family pay the bills? How do they pay the bills? How does the house get paid? How does the college education get paid? How does the private school get paid? How does the braces get paid? How do you keep food in the pantry? Look, I spent 25 plus years in the financial business, so I had to deliver once or twice a life insurance check, a death benefit check to a grieving widow who was 35 years old with 2 kids, and they're crying, but at least they had $1 million tax-free life insurance benefit because dad knew that he had a responsibility to do this, and so do you. But I know nobody wants to go through the exams. Guess what? Rick Geiler, no exam. No medical exam term life. 10-year level starts at $1 a day. That's right, for $500,000 of term life coverage. No medical exam. 5 minutes on the phone, Rick Geiler, done. I'm going to make it easy for you. I want you to call 888-309-5656 right now and ask for your free Protecting Your Legacy Planning Kit. Good for radio, good for the stream. Any of you watching, you can call 888-309-5656. This is our special number. You leave your info. You will get sent to you absolutely free, the Protecting Your Legacy Planning Kit, so you can do what I've done, what millions of other dads and moms have done for their family, and that's protect them in the event of a premature death. We've got to do it. And no medical exam. 5 minutes on the phone, done. It's that easy. All right, quick break in front of us. But when we come back, we're going to open up phone lines. We're going to take some of your calls. A lot more to talk about on the Steve Sanchez Show. Don't go away.
It's March 26th, and this is your Fox Daily Snapshot.
All right, we're going to bounce. We're still live, though. A few ways you can still be part of the show since we're bouncing off the socials. You can go to the Odyssey app. It's free. You can download it on your mobile device or your desktop or your iPad. You can download the iHeartMedia app, and you can listen to the show live. We still got another hour and 15 minutes to go. You definitely want to hang out for hour number 2. It's going to be great. So hang out with us. Drop your comments here. But if you just watched me talk about the no medical exam term life, I was talking to you as well, not just the radio audience. And for you watching, I'm going to make it easy for you. All you have to do is text the word quote to 480-486-1984. You're going to get a free link sent to you for the Protecting Your Legacy Planning Kit. It's absolutely free. It's going to talk to you about what I do, what millions have done in terms of getting a term life policy, 10-year, 20-year, 30-year level term, $500,000 life policy starting at $1 a day. I kid you not. And guess what? No medical exam. That is the genius of it all. So make sure you do that. Make sure you stick around on the stream or the, Odyssey app, iHeartMedia app, or you can simply go to the SteveSanchezShow.com website. We've got a link up on the bio, and you can listen live right there on our Listen Live player. All right, peace.